What's up everyone? If you're watching this video then stop laughing. What's up everyone? If you're watching this video then you're probably down a very deep rabbit hole of watching Bob Ross videos and you should go to bed. It's probably 2 AM and you should go to sleep. But if you don't feel like going to sleep, yeah, you can watch us. By us I mean me, because my fiance doesn't want to be on the camera. So you'll hear her and I don't know what she'll say or do. She'll make this interesting.
I'll probably just laugh a lot.
No. I don't know. So yeah, just like every other artist on YouTube, we're going to be painting a Bob Ross video. I don't know which one yet, we haven't decided. But we've got two canvases. So we've got this little tiny boy here, and then we'll move on to a bigger one, because I've never painted with oil paints before. I don't know, my fiance has painted with oil paints before.
Not with oil paints, no.
Not with oil paints, oh damn. If you follow me on Twitch, you've seen me paint some minifigs, like Dungeons and Dragons stuff, using acrylic paints. I've never used oil paints. I've never painted on a canvas, and the last time I did I was probably 5 years old, and if you know what a 3-year-old does with finger paintings, that's what I can do with a brush. So this is going to go really, really well. Yeah, so first things first, we've got to prepare our canvases, so I guess I will do that first. Yeah, it's going to be lame jokes today. I actually don't know how this stuff works, so we're just kind of making it up, because what even is research? Am I right? Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need a research. So we're just going to slap some of this on, maybe let it dry a little. I don't know if you meant to let it dry, but we're going to let it dry.
It says you do.
It says we do, does it?
It does.
Where?
Read it.
Read it. A bright white acrylic based primer for preparing porous painting. There's too many P words. Surfaces such as canvas, paper, card, and wood once dry may be painted on wood.
You're welcome.
I'll edit that in.
Feel better?
Nope. Alright, let's get started. It's goopy. Kind of smells like house paint, but also doesn't smell like house paint. It's like house paint, but not as strong.
What? Why do you keep sniffing it and then...
What's the poison's hotline? Okay, so he's gonna... I don't know. Is that too much? Is this too much? I don't know. I feel so dumb because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna kind of... I want to put my thumb on it to hold it still, and that's going to be very bad later. I think I just brush it on and then maybe just kind of wipe as much of it off as I can later, just to let it dry. Paper towel. Where's the paper towel? It's a crisis. We're running out. It's fine. Why is it behind it? Nah. Alright. I may have ruined it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have. Ah, it's working. That'll do for that one, I think. You can have a turn in a minute.
I haven't.
Oh no, I'm flicking paint everywhere. Oh no. This is a rental property. Good thing we're not on the carpet. Everyone watching this is probably cringing so hard at me right now because I'm just trying too hard.
At least I don't have to be as careful as you because I don't have the camera on me. Or my canvas.
You should take care and appreciation in your art. Why is painting so messy? I think that'll do. Alright.
Pizza time.
Is it actually pizza time?
No.
Well, that's very disappointing now, isn't it?
Can't afford pizza. We're
Okay.
artists, we're poor.
3 hours later.
Alright, so we've had some lunch. Now our canvases are dry, I hope, I think. I don't know. We're making it up as we go. So while we were eating lunch, we decided on a couple of videos to watch. So we're going to start firstly with a small one, just as a little practice one, and then we're going to move on to our bigger ones, where we've got something that looks pretty nice. In watching the videos, I think having a bigger canvas would have been much better for this, especially for beginners. But we're just gonna see how we go, I suppose. Bought this specially just for this day and will probably never be used again. Alright, we'll just get into it, see what happens. Let's go. That's very loud. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Alright, try again.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you to the 25th Joy of Painting series. If this is your first time with us, allow me to extend a personal invitation for you to drag out your brushes and your paints and to paint along with us each show. And if you've been with us before, please allow me to thank you for inviting us back for another series of painting shows. So I tell you what, let's start out today and have them run all the colors across the screen.
Okay, we've got titanium white. Every time we say white, we've got to say white. So I don't even know what colour we got. Ha 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 ha! I got titanium white. Oh. Are you all white over there?
No.
No. Oh. I guess so. You better get onto that then.
Ha! Puns!
I don't know how much paint we need.
We also don't have that colour.
You mean you don't have that colour?
But you have that colour?
Yeah. It says phthalo blue. It's like...
It's green!
Oh, phthalo green! I just saw phthalo.
Yeah, of course you did, mate.
Well, I've got two different kinds of green. I'm going to use Viridian instead. Right, so
I don't even know what shape that green is, so...
Well, we'll just make it up as we go. That's why I'm not looking at what you're doing, and we're going to compare them and we'll see how much worse mine looks than yours, because I don't know how to paint. Ha! There is phthalo blue!
Yeah, now there is.
Really?
The first thing we do is cover the canvas with one of our mediums. Today I've used liquid white, and the liquid white is designed...
I should tell everyone that there's going to be a lot of pausing in this. It's not a paint along with him, because we're new to this, so be nice. And don't hate me in the comments, please. Oh, yellow ochre, yes.
Yeah, but there was another yellow
Oh wait, he's
colour.
starting to paint! Why is he starting to paint? Okay,
Just-
so of all my paints, I've got one left over, that's scarlet red, so hopefully he doesn't have something else that we need. And he was already explaining stuff as well that we completely missed. He said that liquid white is just some sort of preparation surface to blend colours easier. I don't know what that means. Well, I know what blending is, but I still don't know the role of liquid white. But I assume that's what gesso is, so I guess so that'll have to do. I'll just put a little blob of each on them, but we don't need scarlet, so go. I'll pick that up.
Yeah, good.
Wait, do I need to pop the... Oh my god. There's a foil thing on all of the paints, and I'll have to pop them all before we can even get started.
The highlight of the video, people, is watching Daniel struggle.
Okay, so welcome to part 1 of the video, opening the paints. We'll see you next time in part 2 for actually painting. Yeah, I got my colours set up. I have no idea how this is going to work. Okay, now we can get started. Yours looks a lot better than mine.
Because you know that you're going to be mixing colours eventually anyway, so...
Yeah, I tried to leave space for that, but I didn't know what a comfortable way to hold the thing was.
No idea.
Chivalry isn't dead. I'm being nice and giving her the clean brushes, and I'll use this dirty one.
Oh, he's so lovely. And there we go.
Alright, let's see what he's doing because I have no idea. He's already done something.
He's already started.
He's already...
No, he fanned them out too. So like, look at them. They're blobs, but like all fanned out.
Oh, maybe
well.
he hasn't started yet. Because his brush is clean, so how... I don't understand art. Art is
hard.
Art is weird.
Bright and happy, and I think you'll enjoy it. So let's start with a little bit, tiniest little amount of the cad yellow. Just a very, very small amount. Let's go right up here. Once again, the canvas is covered in liquid white, so this color will blend right on there. Just like so. And I'm just using little crisscross strokes, little X's. And we'll just sort of work it across. Like that. There, maybe just a touch more color. And we'll put a little bit right in here. I think we'll have some water in this painting. So let's have all these colors just reflect right into the water. There, just cadmium yellow. Now then, without cleaning the brush, I'm going to go into a small amount of the bright red. Very small amounts, very strong color.
Why did you use white?
You already mixed it.
What?
Cadmium yellow. Now then,
Yellow.
without cleaning the brush, I'm going to go into a small amount of the bright red. Very small amounts, very strong color. We only need a little bit. Okay, let's go back up here. And then with that,
I don't know if I have a small amount.
we'll just put a little pinkish glow in the sky. A little pinkish glow in the sky.
Oh no. Oh no.
They would make something that's just bright and shiny and beautiful. And it just makes you feel
Oh no.
But when you're painting your painting,
Is it just
you
too
do it
really
in
bright
any
colour?
Oh, no.
combination that you want.
I had
All we want to
way
do
too
is
much
show
colour.
you how to make some of these fantastic effects. Very simply, this color, sort of a lavender. We'll just still using little crisscross strokes.
So he's making a little... Maybe we can fix this. Maybe. I think I've got way too much paint though. Just trying to be really light. I believe in the power of Bob. He's going to make this look amazing somehow.
I don't know if I believe in the power of Bob right now. Probably because I'm kind of nervous at how this is looking and I need to clean my paintbrush.
Go beat the devil out of it. Alright, while we wait for Amanda, let's have a quick word from our sponsor. Who's our sponsor today?
Cheese. Cheddar cheese.
Okay, today's brought to you by Cheddar Cheese. You sure it's not Raid Shadow Legends?
It really isn't.
It's not? Yeah, because I've only got like 3 subscribers. So like and subscribe, and if 3 of you subscribe, you literally double my fan base. I'm on the road to 1 million. We're going to plan something special for 1 million, and I think I've got a lot of time to think about it. So hit that notification bell, all the algorithm stuff, and I'll try not to be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, because what even is Raid Shadow Legends?
Too many people sponsor it anyway.
No, Raid Shadow Legends sponsors too many people.
Oh, there we go, there we go.
Alright, what's next, Bob? Uncle Bob?
Barbarino.
All right. And let's finish this guy off with a little bit of Prussian blue. Now, Prussian blue is much stronger. It's a very dark blue, beautiful color. We'll add just a little bit of that right on the brush. And let's go up in here, and we'll just fill the sky up. There we go. Already we have a masterpiece for the Museum of Modern Art right here. There we go. There we go. Each corner I'll add just a little bit of the midnight black. Now then, the most fun part of this whole painting technique is washing the brush. I will shake it off and then just beat the devil out of it. As I say, that has to be the most fun part of the whole technique. Now then, let's just begin blending these colors together.
So, I think I ruined it. I had to stop for a minute because my camera ran out of space to record. But Amanda's been using some paint thinner, so maybe.
Could be the same
Maybe.
race.
We're gonna try it. So we're gonna dip it into our paint cleaning stuff, and I'll just start in the corner, see what happens. Oh, that's very wet. That is very wet. That's not completely stripped the canvas of paint. Maybe this could work. Maybe. And some colours are coming out. Amanda's trying not to look at mine, so she has no idea how bad this looks. And I'm thinking of burning it before showing her, so she never knows.
And even though Daniel's already had a sneak peek at mine,
I can't help it. It's right in front of me. I'm trying not to.
it looks like crap. Mine.
You think yours looks bad? I think the problem is I'm using a brush that's way too big for the canvas.
But with the liquid white, it allows us to actually blend these colors together right on the canvas. Very simple. Still using little crisscross strokes, working from the light area to the dark, because you don't want to carry that dark color back down here into your light area.
What happens when no mistakes, only happy accidents?
Clearly Bob Ross wasn't talking about
Bob, you lied to me. Bob.
I'd like to have a bright area in this painting, so I'm going to take a little of the titanium white, just pure titanium white, and let's just go right up in here and allow that to mix with the cad yellow and the bright red and all the beautiful colors we have, and it won't show much now. But when we begin putting things in there, then it'll come alive. There we go. Now we just go across the entire canvas to sort of take out the brush strokes and blend everything together. Tell you what, let's do. Today, let's build us a little mountain. And for that, I'm going to take a little bit of the Midnight Black, a little touch of Prussian Blue.
He's already up to mountains, Daniel. I think that's what the black was for. I haven't even gotten to the white yet.
Mine is ruined. Oh no. Shit.
All the areas that you fixed.
Done it. Oh my god.
Happy mistakes. Do you feel happy with your mistakes so far in this painting?
I feel very happy.
He says with a smile.
My nice red and yellow sunset
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. Oh. Alright, we're winging it now. I don't know if I can fix this. I'll try a different brush. This is the only way it's gonna have any chance of working. It's just mixing in with the other paint now. It won't, no, it's
lost cause.
I think so. You know what? I'm gonna fix this, and this is gonna look amazing, and you're all gonna be like, "Oh my god, you're a brilliant artist!" And I can tell everyone, "Yeah, I am." Not gonna be as vibrant, maybe, probably, but it'll be something. It's a bit better than it was now. Where did all my yellow go? It was on the brush. And now it's just...
It's just red. Oh. Can I have a look?
No. Okay, Bob, I'm ready to let you down. Ooh. Oh, now my white's going on and it's actually white. What? Oh my god, I'm amazing. It doesn't look good, but...
This is just the background, mate. Wait until you do the foreground. That's all the detail and shit goes in.
I know, that means I can cover up the shit. Okay, I'm ready to move on. Are you ready to move on?
I've been ready for 10 minutes.
I think I'll wash the old brush one more time. I just like to wash this brush. As I say, that might be the most fun of all. I get letters from people who say they don't paint. They just bought a brush and beat it because it makes them feel better. There. And it really does. Now we just go across the entire canvas to sort of take out the brush strokes and blend everything together. And we're ready. Shoot, we're ready.
Do the brush strokes.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh, that just ruined everything. But we're going with it. Either ruined it or... Oh, actually, you can't tell. I thought it ruined it, but I actually think this might fix everything. It makes it look slightly better. It doesn't look as messy now. Wow, there's actually colour in there. Bob, you're regaining my trust. Now bring it home and just swap painting with yours, and so I can't be embarrassed with myself. Alright.
Build us a little mountain, and for that, I'm going to take a little bit.
Scrapey thing. We need a scrapey boy.
Ah, scrapey boy.
Yeah, let's get
With a midnight black, little touch of Prussian blue. There we go. Pull this paint out as flat as you can get it. Take the knife and just cut across. So you get a little roll of paint that lives right out on the edge of the knife. So you can see it right out on the edge.
How do you mix? Oh, you gotta really mingle it. Mine is very black. I really don't know how to mix paints, but I've got a massive puddle of paint. So you cut across, you get a roll of paint. You did it! It looks like how Bob does it. Look at that! Oh
Wow!
You kind of just scrape, you just push the thing across and it works. It works!
I gotta put my canvas down and hold it on to.
Where does your mountain live? And I think it lives right
Where
here.
does mine live? Mine is just
Right here. You decide.
Wait, what?
Wherever you...
What? How did... He did nothing and mountains just appeared.
Little touch of Prussian blue. Get some Van Dyke brown. Maybe even some dark sienna. What the heck? Lizard and crimson? Doesn't matter. There we go. Pull this paint out as flat as you can get it. Take the knife and just cut across. So you get a little roll of paint that lives right out on the edge of the knife. So you can see it right out on the edge there. Okay, let's go up here. Now then, you have to make your first major decision. In your world, where does your mountain live? And I think it lives right here.
How does he do it? Say. It's kind of...
Oh no. I know this room everything.
What? It's kind of working.
Oh no. No, 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 no.
I was going to keep going just to see.
Wherever you want it. If you've painted with us before, you know that I believe this piece of canvas is your world. And on this piece of canvas, you can create any illusion that you want, any dream that you want. You can put it right here. All you have to do is just learn a few little basics,
Has he done that?
then devote a little time to practice,
What?
and just let
What? Has he done that? I'm excited. I'm excited. Mine don't look as nice as Bob's, but
You got mountains?
I have
That's
mountains.
That's
Yeah.
what you care about. It looks like Vegemite.
Oh no.
your imagination go. It's really all there is to it. We'll have something about like that. We'll grab this old 2-inch brush here, and I'm going to take it and pull this. Just pull it.
Swear, Bob, if this ruins it.
That's literally me right now too. So we're using a brush, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to use a small brush. I don't trust myself with the big brush anymore.
Like this one?
Yeah, I'm using this one. This will take longer, but it's going to be...
This is either going to ruin it or make it better.
So we just kind of...
It kind of ruins it, to be honest.
yeah, it's not working great for me. I think maybe I'm just... I'm busting out the big guns. That sort of... Yeah, how's he doing?
There, see, just pull it. Let it blend with this nice light color here. Okay, we'll pull this a little bit over in here, whatever way. And that creates a soft.
Oh, my painting looks so bad.
I don't trust myself with that brush. It looked so much nicer before. Maybe it's okay when it doesn't look very defined.
Softness down at the base of this mountain just happens automatically. Just happens automatically.
Just happens automatically.
Tell you what, today let's take a little titanium white and we'll reach up here and get some midnight black, make a nice gray color. Just sort of let your imagination go. Wherever you think these colors should go, let them go there.
Oh, yeah, my painting is so different to his. His mountains are like literally cropped up in the corner there. Mine take up most of my canvas. Where's your mountain?
All across the canvas.
Oh, thank heavens.
So we'll just take this and let it just sort of barely graze there. Once again, let your imagination take you wherever you want to go.
Mine is very grey. Except my impression. How's he got so much white in there? Hope you, Bob, you're my only hope. What am I doing? Oh my god.
It looks awful, but
I'm going to blend this mountain into one big one because that's the only way it's
There. Because we all see nature.
if I did that, if I did that, all I would get is just background. I'd get the shades of red and yellow.
Individual
Yeah, that's
thing.
what I get.
Very individual.
Everyone watching this is all like, ha 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 ha. No. Someone made my mountain disappear into the background.
Oh.
It's just a mess. It looks so nice before. I've had to go on.
I don't know how to save this to be like brutally honest.
Seems, well, I had mountains once. Oh god. Okay, we just like get rid of this half. Okay, now it looks alright and
Can I see?
no.
No, I really want to see what you're giggling at.
We'll see later.
Are you like I've messed up?
Trying.
When in doubt, add more paint.
Yeah, pretty much. At this rate, this painting will never dry. We're setting a world record, the longest time for paint.
To dry.
Now then, let's take our old 2-inch
So
brush
beautiful.
and begin tapping. Just begin tapping. I want to create the illusion of mist.
Finally, a technique I can do. Kind of have a mist. Kind of.
I don't.
Now watch me ruin it by overworking it. I'm just going to stop there before I ruin it even more.
Maybe we have some little foothills, little footy hills that live right down at the base of this mountain. And we just take the fan brush and just tap downward to do that. Just tap downward.
My trees do not look like trees. Bob.
Neither do mine, but I'm gonna just go with like lavender
How has he
fields.
done that? What?
I'm going with lavender fields now. I've given up.
Mine looks like Venus.
This is a very, very simple little painting, even if you've never painted before. This is one you could do on your first or second attempt. But when you first start, expect to run into some difficulties because you have to think about things and figure out how they work and how to load the brush and all kinds of little things like this. But very, very quickly, within half a dozen paintings, you'll be so comfortable with this, you won't believe you ever had any difficulty with it.
Okay, so we need to do 6 more paintings before we can be any good at this. So that's fine. Right, we're going to have some pink water for some reason. So it's going to absolutely ruin it, but... Oh god, that did ruin it. Bob! Okay, we're gonna have like a shore front or something.
Yeah, change yours up a bit. I changed mine up.
Yes, I have an idea on how I can say I fixed it. By saying that this isn't a shoreline, it's a cliff line into the water. Get wrecked, Bob. And now I'm just kind of freelancing it. Bob didn't give me permission to do this. Oh, I'm saving it. This might be okay. Isn't the idea of Bob Ross that you like eventually freelance it so you don't have something that looks exactly like his?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Alright, let's see what's going on.
Tell you what, show you a neat little way to make some nice trees. Let's just take all this dark color we had,
So if you make more
some
trees.
Prussian blue, some black. Tell you what, let's use some phthalo green. I like the phthalo green in trees. There. Okay, I'm going to bring this brush to a nice chisel edge. Pull it through the paint, wiggle it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle like that, and then sharpen it, just like you would a fine knife. Here, you can see how sharp that is. Okay, let's go up in here. Now maybe in our world back in here live some big trees. Now there's a lot of ways to make trees. Here's one of the simplest. Touch the canvas, give it a little push. Just give it a little push. Isn't that easy? That's one side of the tree. We'll come back and we'll put the indication of the other side.
And then we push it in, and we give it a wiggle. Oh, that actually works. Whoa. It works! There we go. My tree doesn't look like a tree. Bob. Why are you doing me like this? No, it's just a big bush. I don't know. It's more like a pine tree now. I might just do the one.
There we go. But isn't that a simple, easy way to make the indication of a lot of little trees? Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. With other mediums, that's very difficult.
Reflecting in the water.
Yeah.
And oils, to me, have a luster
No.
that no other medium. This is what will help create the illusion of distance in the painting. There. Well, we'll just throw in a few real quick here. As few as you
It
want.
just doesn't go down like that, Bob.
I don't want to just teach people to copy when we're doing this. I want to teach people the freedom of paint. And here and there and there and here. We'll just put the indication of a little highlight. I don't want a whole lot. A little bit of the yellow ochre and Indian yellow too, just to change the flavor. There. I want to keep this pretty dark though. There we go.
I'm just gonna
Yellow ochre,
try
Indian
and
yellow.
just fix this.
Giving a gentle push, pushing upward. See there? We can create all kinds of gorgeous little trees and bushes and you can do anything that you believe you can do. All you got to do is practice a little. We don't want our tree to fall off in the water and make a big splash. All right, let's have some fun. In your world, when you paint yours, if you don't want a big tree here, just leave it out. The painting will still be gorgeous. There, don't kill all your darks.
We're freelancing, I'm making a waterfall.
All right, I think we'll call that one finished. Hope you've enjoyed it.
Alright, we're gonna call it done because we kind of just freelanced it. So now, for the review, Amanda's gonna come over here and she's gonna put hers next to mine. So, I haven't seen hers yet, she hasn't seen mine. Yeah, yours looks like way better than mine. You at least have a son. I don't have a son.
I like yours though.
I'll just put up what Bob's is meant to look like. So with the mountains, they were just ruined from the start. The background, I had that to start with, and then I don't know what happened. He just disappeared. And then he did the mist. We tried adding trees, that didn't work. So I created like a shoreline that made a really big shoreline with water, like white water and stuff. And then he put in a tree, and then that kind of ruined it even more. So I just kind of made it this really big bushy thing. And then I was trying to fix this. I'm like, I can turn that into a into a waterfall. So that kind of works. I want to mist it, but the brush is green, and I feel like if I touch that, it's gonna make it green. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is and just call it done.
Obviously, starting off, you can still see the sunset or sunrise, depending on how you interpret it. Much like Daniel, we started adding trees. It did not work. So this was the trees.
The trees look better than my trees.
I gave up with them being called trees, so I'm gonna call it just like a lavender field, with just like lots of lavender plants everywhere. And then I started doing a big tree there, and it looked so bad. I turned it into a shrub. The shrub looked like arse, so I just turned it into just like a huge hill of grass. Yeah. Not that you can really tell because everything's kind of the same colour from down here onwards.
Alright, so we were going to do 2 paintings, which we did, but I meant 2 each. But this just took so long and we were kind of over it by the end of it. It was fun. Well, I had fun. I don't know if you had fun. Did you have fun?
I had fun, but now I've got so much cleaning to do, it's not fun anymore.
It was good to see what it was like. Maybe we'll do it again in the future. I'm lazy with making videos, so it might take a while. But yeah, so I think the biggest problem we had was our canvases were just way too small. Like, this is probably not even a quarter of the size the one Bob was using, and I think that's
our downfall.
That's the difference between good and bad. Because my brush is like half the height, so when you're trying to do small little brush strokes, it just doesn't work, and we're learning for next time. So yeah, follow me on the Facebooks, Twitters, Instagrams, Twitch, if I stream sometimes. Sometimes I stream. I'm a Twitch streamer. If you can find me on TikTok, good luck. And go to bed, because you're down a rabbit hole if you found this video, I promise. And I'll see you all next time. What are you? Oh, I thought it was gonna kill me. What in the... Ah! What are you doing?